We were just talking about the Houston end of things, and we know what Atlanta is getting, but I really wanted to get your insight on what this deal means for Denver and for Minnesota. Let's start with the Nuggets. They see themselves as a contender this year, too. Are they finished, or are they going to turn these assets around for more?
No, Tim Connolly, Arturas Karnisovas, they're going to continue to see what's available out there for them. They got the first-round pick for Houston. You know, they could potentially use that in a deal, but they were in a position with Malik Beasley where I think they felt they were going to lose him this summer. You know, they tried to negotiate a rookie extension with him this fall, didn't get there on it, and I just think there was a limit they were going to go to with him, and so, you know, they brought back some role players in this deal. Beasley's a very good player, and he helped them. Certainly now there is a bigger role for Michael Porter Jr. They think he is ready to take that on, and certainly they've spent the year, you know, hoping to get him further along, developed, and they know he's going to be a huge part of their organization for years to come. And then Minnesota, you know, they got really what was the best of available trade asset in this marketplace. That was from Atlanta. They got that first-round pick from Brooklyn that they have now. And again, they can use it in the draft. They can use it to go out and do some deals. And they see Beasley and Hernan Gomez as good fits long-term. They want to re-sign those two players this summer. And you see Gerson Rosas, you know, starting to reshape that roster in Minnesota. You know, D'Angelo Russell has been a target for them in free agency last summer over the last couple days, and they still have a window between now and 3 p.m. Thursday if they wanted to re-engage on Russell. But there was still a pretty significant gulf between the Warriors and Minnesota on any kind of a D'Angelo Russell deal.
All right, so that's the Timberwolves and D'Angelo Russell. Yesterday, you were on here talking about this huge shakeup with the New York Knicks, and one of the things you told us on the air was that Steve Mills, just the day before he was let go, he was trying to make a D'Angelo Russell deal. Also, you told us that they are shopping Marcus Morris. Where do things stand now with the Knicks in either the pursuit of Russell or with Morris, with GM Scott Perry now running the phones?
Well, it's becoming increasingly likely that Marcus Morris will be elsewhere at the trade deadline. There's a significant marketplace for him. I think both LA teams are competing for him, and you know, there's going to be, you know, not just the opportunity to acquire Marcus Morris, but to keep him away from your rival. There's an arms race going on in LA, as you guys well know. That's going to be a part of it. D'Angelo Russell, there's been no traction on any deal with him. Golden State hasn't heard anything from New York that has caught their attention or made them think that there's any traction, any pathway to a deal here. But again, there's still 24 hours or so until the trade deadline.
All right, you heard it here first from the man with, I think, just 2 phones still and counting, right? 2 phones, Woj, or have you added one for this trade deadline?
2. Three would be a little unwieldy.
That would be ostentatious. Adrian, thank you so much. We will see you tomorrow. First, though, check out the Woj and Lowe trade deadline special. That is today at 5 o'clock Eastern on ESPN2. All right, guys, you heard me mention the Timberwolves. Woo. This is what Karl Anthony Towns posted on his Instagram after the trade last night. I'll just keep running through these. These are sad faces. These are confused faces. And this was the deal. This is what the Timberwolves gave up. This is what they got. When you're posting that stuff on IG, Brian Windhorst, are you asking for a trade if you are Karl Anthony Towns? Is that the next step of what we're going to see?
Well, that's definitely something that executives in the league are keeping an eye on. This team's lost 12 games in a row. Cat had a tremendous start to the season, but then he got hurt and the team season's been derailed. And Gerson Rosas, their GM, has come out and said we're not trading him. So I definitely think that's something that coming summer and a year from now, if the Wolves aren't vastly improved, that we could look at. Cat is just in a bad mood right now. He was upset that he didn't get voted to the All-Star game. It's not a good time to be hanging around Cat right now. But I would just say there is still time here to salvage this with him, but it's got to be something that the Wolves have got to have on their radar.
I mean, Kendrick, did you see those IG posts?
Yeah, I did.
Those are sad faces.
Yeah, he should be sad at himself. I mean, he haven't won a game since November. And on top of that, have you looked at Cat defensive ratings? He's horrible. He's not guarding the paint. He's not blocking shots. All he cares about is getting his 25 and 13, those fool's goals number, and he talked all that noise, not only to me, but to everybody. oh, we got the best coach in the world. We got this, that, and the other. We here creating men. We're doing this, we doing that, and all this. No, you can't ask for a trade. You got to stick it out. You wanted my boy Tibbs out of there, they got Tibbs out of there. You wanted Jimmy Butler gone, they got Jimmy Butler gone. And now it's you and Andrew Wiggins, and now it's y'all time, and hey, y'all not performing? No, you got to stick it out like a man. I don't want to hear that from cats. I don't care about his Instagram posts and his sad faces and all. You need to be disappointed in himself.
Well, look, I want to make clear, he has not asked for a trade. I am just wondering if that is the next step.
I had to get that off my chest.
I get it. Well, look, you were right about the beginning of the season, and his big thing was don't sleep on the Timberwolves, and you, of course, reacted at the time. You were sleeping with the temperature down. What is your temperature now?
I quit messing with my temperature. You know why? My light bill was sky high fooling with the Timberwolves. So guess what? I don't even indulge in that behavior anymore. I don't even, I'm sleeping comfortable. Because I had to turn on the box fan, ceiling fan, everything. Light bill was sky high.
The real issue here with D'Angelo Russell is that the Warriors don't just want Andrew Wiggins. They want Andrew Wiggins and incentivization.
In a potential trade with the Timberwolves.
So, yes, we'll send you D'Angelo Russell. You send us Wiggins and potentially multiple picks, including this year's pick, potentially lightly protected or unprotected, which right now is trending towards the top 5. And that is what the big stumbling block is. Could the Wolves, do they want Russell bad enough to actually put their first-round pick this year into it? The answer at this point is no, and that's why we don't have a deal.
Well, this maybe goes back to the Instagram post, because if you're Karl Anthony Towns, you care less about draft picks. You care about getting D'Angelo Russell, your friend, and getting some help, and maybe getting them on a different foot this season. So maybe the pressure there is going on internally in Minnesota, and we will see some movement in the next 24 hours. We'll find out.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For highlights and analysis, check out the ESPN app. And for live streaming and premium content, check out ESPN+.